If you're just seeing my content, welcome. My name is Ray. Um, I have had this burning desire to talk about other things. And some of these other things are just not pretty. And then some of them are really cool. They're really glorious. Um, I have had this burning desire to talk about freedom and what freedom means to me, what freedom means to you, and how do you find it. Since I was a kid, I have always been escaping from something, right? So, losing my mom when I was a kid, also having my father go to prison when I was young, kind of put me in this constant cycle of escapism. And it's like if you're not escaping physically, you're escaping mentally. And so you create this sense of, I don't know, this false reality that feels real to you. And it's a coping mechanism, which means that you can stay in that space for many, many, many years without ever having to be checked out, I guess. Um, and so, with that being said, I have always been able to escape, right? I'm the queen of escaping because I see danger differently than other people. I see patterns, I see signs, I'm hyper aware, and this particular skill has transferred into a very high level skill where I'm able to strategize off the rip with just about any situation that you give me. It doesn't matter what situation you're in. I have an escape plan for it. And a large reason is because I've had to escape so many different things in my life, right? As you know, young girls go through abuse at a very young age. All the abuses that you could think happened to me as a kid. And so as I grew older, I started to recognize patterns and people. And a large piece of that has kind of helped me develop who I am today and why I do what I do. And yes, it has created a high performer and highly successful person. But even in being successful, I can't seem to escape the thought. Like I can't escape the escape, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't escape the thinking processes. Like I'm always processing things. I'm always like, this looks like this. I've seen this before. This is a pattern. It's going to play out again. And most times I'm right. The hard part is having to teach other people how to escape or having to exit out of the idea that everybody needs an escape plan. And one of my biggest fears has always been that there is somebody out there that needs a way out but doesn't know how to get out. And so, with that being said, I'm constantly thinking of like, you know, how can I help them? And I've done that in corporate America. I have done that in business. I have done that with legal pursuits. I have done that in my personal life. Because if you think about it, there are a lot more people trying to get out of something than people who are trying to get in something, right? Point in case. So there's this guy that I met. He's actually, one of my partners. And he was telling me like my wife has taken me for all my money. And I owe all this money in to the IRS and to all these people, blah, 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 blah. And so immediately my mind thought of a plan. He is working the plan. He is getting out of the situation that his wife put him in. I don't know what that's called 100% other than survival, but it's always been something that I wanted to monetize. Why not? Like, give me your situation. I'll tell you how to get out. That's really it. And so with me, I'm that person. Like all of my content is about how to get out. Like, and I'm gonna just be upfront. If you are someone who isn't trying to get out of a situation, I'm not for you. Like, I am execute, execute, execute. I am, here's the plan that you asked me for. Let's make it happen. And I am, let's make it happen. Do something that matters. That's how my mind works. The downside of that is it never stops working that way. So this weekend, I've had to take a whole weekend to just not think. Because if I don't, I'm going to become tired. And life is a game. It really is. The game is, how are you going to survive? And I don't mean like, stay out of jail. I'm talking about like, stay out of debt and stay out of jail and be able to defend yourself in the course of legal pursuits, right? The one thing that I can tell people straight up, before you get in it, think about the long-term effects of whatever it is that you're getting into. Like, don't just get into something and be like, oh, I was just doing this for just now. Don't do that, because that's going to cost you down the road. So win and be ethical. That's all I got for you.